Hello, welcome back to one of my cooking videos. Hope you enjoyed this one. I hope you enjoyed the last one. Today I'm cooking something different again. I'm going to be cooking a Spanish fish stew, or also known as a Marmitako, which was in the Basque country of Spain, normally cooked by fishermen while they're catching the tuna. The normal fish in it is tuna. You can substitute any other fish, but it is normally a tuna based fish stew from the Basque region of Spain. Anyway, enough of this whole waffling, so let's get on over there and see what ingredients we're using for this dish this week. Okay, so the ingredients for this Spanish Basque fish stew, also called a Marmitako. So, I've got here 300 grams of mixed fish, and I've got some tuna here cut into little chunks. I had a couple of tuna steaks left over from Christmas, so I thought I'd better use them, so I reckon I've got about 200 grams there of tuna. I'm using 100 grams there of cod as well, which I've cut up as well. So this dish is going to do 2 people. Also got 1 red pepper diced up finely, 1 onion diced up finely. I'm also using 2 Spanish Padron chili peppers. Now these vary in heat. Sometimes they're mild, sometimes they can be hot, so you've got no idea till you're cooking them. But they're not very big, they're only about sort of that biggish, so so I've got 2 of those in there. Also potatoes I've chopped up. I've got 250 grams there of potatoes, but I've left the skin on. There you go, so that's them I'm using. 250 grams there of tomatoes, and I'm using cherry tomatoes, and I've just cut them in half. You can use any type of tomatoes you want. I've got about 12 green olives here I had in the fridge. I've cut them in half. I'm going to bung them in as well. You don't have to put olives in. Herbs and spices. Now I've got a teaspoonful of black pepper, teaspoonful of salt. I've got 3 crushed up cloves of garlic, 1 tablespoonful of a smoked paprika there, and a little bit of parsley just to sprinkle on at the end. That's all I've got left in the garden. I'm waiting for some more to grow. Also about 400 grams of a fish stock, so I've got the fish stock in here, so I'm going to use about 400 grams of that. So that's basically all the ingredients we need. So let's get on over to the cooker and start cooking this Spanish Basque Marmitako fish stew. Right, so let's get the cooker on. Now I've got a glug of olive oil in there. I'm just going to heat that up first of all. And then once that's heated, I'm just going to put in the onions, the red pepper and the Padron chili peppers as well. Wait for that to heat up a little bit more. I think that's heated up enough, so let's put the chili peppers, red pepper and the onion in there. Oops, don't want that back, didn't like a bell. We're just going to sweat them down for about 5 to 6 minutes, just so they're nice and soft first of all. I'm sweating them down. Now when I first got this stew pot for cooking with here, my wife actually thought it was a cast iron. I said, that looks nice. Till she lifted it up and said, that's a cheap one, it's light as a feather. I said, yeah, I can't afford a cast iron one. That's why it rings. Quite easy. It's just a cheap casserole pot you can do on top of the oven. If I could afford cast iron I would, but it did fool her until she picked it up, but there you go. Let's sweat these down a bit more. Right, so they're fried off enough, so now I'm going to put in the tomatoes. Just want to stir around. And I'm just going to put in the garlic, salt, pepper, smoked paprika. Stir all that in. Oh, the handle's a little bit hot. Now I'm going to put in 400 ml there of fish stock. Just going to let that come to the simmer a little bit. When that's simmered, I'm just going to put in the potatoes there now. fish stock. I'm just going to bring that up to the boil and I'm going to turn it to simmer. Right, that's coming to the boil now, so now I'm going to turn this down to simmer. I'm going to put the lid on and now I'm just going to simmer this for about 15 minutes so the potatoes are nice and done. Right, that's had 15 minutes on a nice simmer. Now is the time to add in our sliced up olives there. Add in the tuna and the cod into there. Put that under. Lid back on and simmer that for about 7 to 8 minutes till that fish is cooked now, and that's it for now. Right, that's had about 9 minutes, so we're now going to put in, just stir in the parsley. You normally have more than that, unfortunately that's all that was left growing in the garden. There we go, done. One Basque fish stew, also known as a Marmitako. So let's get this plated up and give it a try. Here we go, one Spanish Marmitako Basque fish stew. So let's give it a try. It's really looking nice, it smells nice. You certainly smell that smoked paprika. Oh yeah, that olive. Let's try a bit of that's a bit of tuna there. Let's just try a bit of tuna, a bit of tomato, a bit of olive there. So it looks nice. That certainly smells nice. It's, you smell the smoked paprika and the tomatoes. Very tomatoey, very paprika, very very warm. And then Padron chilies, 2 of them, and just giving it the right amount of heat. That fish is cooked to perfection. Again, red peppers there, a bit of the sauce. That is a very nice dish. Very nice, very warming, very certainly taste that smoked paprika with that tomato. That is a very nice dish. There we go, another dish done and dusted. Potatoes cooked to perfection. That is a very nice dish. Oh, that is lovely. We've got a sweetness within tomatoes, that paprika's coming through strong, like I said. Very, very nice dish. So just 2 portions that one, but looking now, they can get 3 portions out actually. Anyway, hope you like that one. Please do like, subscribe, hit that little bell, hit that little button, do appreciate it. Again, thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed this one. Look out for my next video. Look after yourselves, be kind to one another. Thanks for watching, see you again soon. Bye.